Alright, welcome to another video. Poco X3 Pro, Calyx OS, why is it important? Well, if you talk about Android, there have been a lot of privacy concerns over the year because Android is open source, remember? And the whole idea behind bringing it open source was, when it was early days and Google had introduced Android, they had bought it from Andy Rubin. It was not really that famous. They were behind Apple and then they had to give it to everyone to make sure that a lot of people develop for it, and open source was the best idea, right? Now, last 5 to 10 years, things have changed a lot. Android has exploded and all users all rather smartphone manufacturers have their own version of Android, or rather what you call these days a skin. Now with these things, everybody started modding Android in their own convenient way and things started popping up like there are privacy concerns. Even in MIUI, data is being sent to China. This, that, smartphone companies getting banned, like Huawei getting banned from the United States, or Google not allowing Huawei to use its services and stuff. So it's very important that you understand what's exactly happening with your data. Now, I'm not saying that this video that we're going to talk about will solve all of your problems, but this is probably a step in the right direction if you can make a few compromises. Remember the term compromise very, very carefully because that's going to be used quite a lot in this particular video. So before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell icon because you can make us reach 100,000 subscribers, which will allow us to make even more amazing content and supporting more devices. That's the goal, and it doesn't cost you anything, and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. If you think you like chatting with like-minded people, join us on Telegram. We have more than 1,500 people over there. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you think the hard work is worth the effort, well, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now, without further ado, hello, awesome people. Welcome to Phone Ops. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. So first, let's see what we have here. We have Calyx OS, unofficial OSS ROM R Vayu Bhima. This is based on Android 11, works on both the variants of Poco X3 Pro. This is unofficial, not official. Officially, I believe it's available for a bunch of Pixel devices and a few other phones. Now, changelog, source updates don't overwrite recoveries with ours by default. SM8150 common audio remove, raw flag for audio prop. Disable ULL mode, optimize native executables for Cortex A76 CPU, notes signed build for security, optional installation of micro G during initial setup. That's basically some Google access, not exactly Google services, but it's a way around it. You can still use Google and stuff like that. SE Linux Taris is enforcing, right? A big thank you to this developer, whoever got this particular ROM booting and working just fine on our Poco X3 Pro, right? Now, before we actually proceed, let me actually go to the Calyx OS website and show you what they stand for. Because I'm pretty sure for a lot of people like me who were not aware till the time Mr. Who's the Boss decided to make a video, well, I like his channel. So anyways, calyxos.org. Let's see what they say here. Your phone should be private. Everyone needs a phone. Not everyone wants to be spied on. Reclaim your privacy with Calyx OS. That's a bold statement. Calyx is an Android mobile operating system that puts privacy and security into the hands of everyday users, right? Plus proactive security recommendations and automatic updates take the guesswork of keeping your personal data personal. Supported devices, there is Mi A2, one Xiaomi device, and all the other Pixel devices, including the 5A. Now, I'm not going to go through all these features over here, right? But we will talk about the ROM. The app animations are good. The performance is decent. It's your everyday Android 11 custom ROM, if you ask me. To the left, you don't have Google Feed. Now, let's start with home settings over here. You get a very, very basic launcher, no customization at all. I don't even know what launcher this is, right? Now, apart from this, if you press and hold, you have widgets, your standard Android 11 widgets, and then you have styles and wallpapers. So you do have some wallpapers which talk a lot about privacy. For example, do not consent to the search results of this device, or come back with a warranty. Oh, these are things. Okay, that's nice, if you understand what I mean. Anyways, from the top to bottom, you have your standard Android 11 stuff going on, including the screen recorder, which allows you to record internal and external audio. This is Android 11, of course. So if you're going to record the screen, you will not have any performance issues. So as you can see over here, no stutters, no jitters, plain Android 11 working absolutely fine. right? Now, till now, what we've been talking about is standard Android 11 stuff that you would see on any other ROM, right? What is special in CalyxOS? Let's see here. Now, to begin with, it does ship with quite a few applications. None of them are Google. Remember, none of them are Google. So you don't even have Google Play services. Now, you have a Aurora store over here. Aurora App Store. Okay, this is like a Play Store, but not exactly Play Store. Important questions: will I get all the applications? But almost all the applications that matter to you are present, right? So if you actually go here, let's see here. If you go here, you go to settings, you have installation method, session installer, native installer, root installer, Aurora services. Root is, of course, if you have root. Everything else, I am yet to find out, to be very precise. Downloads. Now you can go ahead and make changes over here, but remember, this particular app store is not like the Google Play Store. It is just something. For example, what do I download over here? Let's download Gmail, for that matter. You can actually install Google services like Google Apps here. So you go to Gmail, you select this, you click on install. Okay, it will check the metadata and it will start downloading. Now it will not automatically install it. Actually, it downloads the APK and then it will ask you if you want to install it or not. But it's still a good thing, a good direction, because you don't have Play Store. You can actually get almost all the applications. If you ask me, well, you do have things like BGMI available here, right? So say CODM. There you go. So, these things, all the applications are sort of there. So the missing Play Store is not really a big concern. You do have a dedicated backup option over here. Write down on paper now. So you need your 12-word recovery code to restore backed up data. So that's something really neat. You can probably, go ahead and take a screenshot of this and you can write this again. Yeah. So the backup is very significant. Now we have something called as Briar as well. Let's see what is Briar. Welcome to Briar. Say choose your nickname. This is going to be sort of a long video because before you actually go ahead and flash it, I'm going to show you each and every option so that you understand what exactly is going on. Okay, so Briar is actually, I think it's sort of a secret messenger service. Yeah, this is a messenger, dude. I mean, come on, this is good. Blogs, contacts, forums, private groups, Wi-Fi, internet, Bluetooth. You can, wow, this is nice. I mean, sort of impressive. Let's see what all we have. We have calculator, calendar, and then we have Calyx VPN, a built-in VPN as well. Of course, you can't talk about privacy without having VPN, right? It says it's configuring provider, hit OK, encrypted VPN internet access. Okay, is it enabling that? Turn on. Here, it's still authenticating with the New York server. Connected. Nice. So the VPN works as well. That's neat. If you're going to supply a VPN with the ROM, that's really nice. You do get a very basic camera application though. Nothing to worry there. Usual stuff going on and working absolutely fine. Okay, then you have Chromium instead of Google Chrome. So similar interface. Clock. Nothing related to privacy in the clock. Contacts. Now, I have added a couple of my Google accounts and I have not discovered a way to go ahead and synchronize my contacts. I'm pretty sure there would be, or else you can always go to contacts.google.com and export your VCF files and import it here. That's not a problem. Then you have something called as DAVX. Your data, your choice, take control. Permissions, Xiaomi compatibility. Oh, this is something related to sync. You can add CalDAV or CarDAV account now. Wow. So this is basically a sync adapter, right? So you can log in with your Google over here so that you will have sync available. That is something neat. So it can allow you to, it has a dedicated section, dedicated app for synchronization, so you can control that. Now, browser of choice, of course, is DuckDuckGo because it is always privacy centric and they're coming to desktop as well. If you talk about this, you have F-Droid over here as well. I think, yeah, F-Droid is included by default. Then you have a firewall as well. Wow, you can connect, you can decide which app gets internet access and which app doesn't. That is something really neat. Let's see what we have here. We have FM radio, gallery, Geekbench, HDFC, K9 mail. So you have a dedicated mail client as well. Powerful free email client for Android. Now, apart from this, you have location privacy. Wow. Private map app that provides complete offline operation. This means won't leak your private. So, okay, it allows you to use navigation in offline mode as well. Although I don't know how good it will be compared to Google Maps, but hey, the option is present. They thought about it, and this is the micro G option. So, if you want to sign into your Google stuff and do things, now you do have some other options over here as well. And apart from this, you have Nextcloud, I believe. Nice. So you have a cloud service which is included. OniProbe, this is a sort of a benchmark or sort of application which checks for your privacy if your data has leaked or not. That is something neat. Then you have Signal built in. You do have RiseUp. What is this? Oh, it's again, I think it's something like VPN. Then you have Signal Messenger included. You have something called as Tasks over here. And then you have Tor browser, which is again a very, very good privacy centric browser. And you have Yubico Authenticator, which I believe is very, very similar to Google Authenticator. Okay. Now we come towards the end of the apps that are pre-installed over here, and you didn't see Google Maps, you didn't see Gmail. If you saw it on there, that's something that I have installed. And yes, after you install it and you've signed in, Google Maps and stuff works absolutely fine. I'm not going to show my location to you guys. I'm going to blur that part. Anyways, so those things are working fine. Nothing to worry there. And yeah, let's actually go to settings over here. And let's go to about phone and let's go to the Android version 11. So the kernel that they're using is the Lineage OS kernel, and mainline module update is 11. Android security update, platform November 1, kernel July 1, vendor July 1, firmware July 1, and this is 2.11.0 unofficial version. Okay, now in network and internet, let's see. Now what we are going to do here is we're going to explore Calyx OS settings to see if we have any additional options built into Android. I don't see anything here. So in battery, you don't have thermal profiles on those gaming mode things going on. Nothing here. I think this is going to be more or less pretty much Lineage OS related. Privacy. Yeah, this is again your standard Android 11 privacy. Restrict USB. See, I told you, you will have some features here and there. Auto reboot, the device will not automatically reboot. Wow, these are good features, guys. Not only that, if you actually go to security, you have the panic option as well. So if you have emergency, like how you have emergency in iPhone, a feature, God forbid, you should never have emergencies, but yeah. So those features are present, and you see that I've added my Google account, I've added Telegram, and under system, you have your standard gesture, status bar, and all those things, and you have micro G settings here as well. So basically, that's everything that is there for Calyx OS. It is a very, very privacy-centric operating system, and if you don't like Google or anyone else spying on you, you can definitely go ahead and give it a try. Let's quickly talk about the important factors over here. Now, I did run SafetyNet over here. It told me that it failed. Okay, but that's not the complete story. Because if you go to the micro G settings, you have an option to enable Google SafetyNet. All the SafetyNet test will fail, but my banking applications, Google Play, UPI, Google Pay, everything is working as expected. So no problem there whatsoever. DRM info says Widevine L1 is present, so you can consume your Amazon HD content. And let's talk about the Geekbench and CPU throttle tests over here. I ran two throttle tests. Both of them were pretty similar, 83 and 85% throttling, 191, 884 GIPS. So the performance is there. It's decent performance. If you talk about the Geekbench numbers over here, let's see here. 763 single core, 2588 multi-core, and if you talk about the Antutu benchmark numbers, 551, 890. So all in all, very decent performance. It's not a bad performer. Battery life is pretty decent. The charging speeds are good. Although this is an unofficial version, but this highly focuses on your privacy and this is your necessity. Well, if it is, you can go ahead and install it. You should not have any problem. Let me know in the comment section how many of you actually want me to make a video on the installation process of Calyx OS. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.